Hey guys. All right, okay, well, it looks like we're live. All right, so I'm doing this video because when I got my iTovi, I found a few issues. Well, I thought were issues. And when I went on YouTube, there was nothing to help me at all. So I thought that I had a defective device, and I had called them, which they have great customer service, by the way. They had sent me out another one. And what it was doing was when you turn it on, there's the Bluetooth that it has to be paired with. Okay. So now if you're like me and you have a bunch of other Bluetooths, because I have my one that I wear for work, my car, my one on my phone, and then there's like one for my workout speaker. I've got like 7 or 8 Bluetooth. So as long as it wasn't connecting, it kept saying will not connect to iTovi. So I thought something was wrong. And then I tried to do it on my husband's phone and 2 other people's phones, and it wasn't connecting. So I thought for sure I had a defective device. Customer service is really cool. They sent me out a new one. It was doing the same thing. And at that point, I was kind of mad. And I was like, okay, this is junk. So anyways, I reached out to customer service. Because I want this to work. It's a good tool. It's a great tool for your business. So I reached out, I explained what's going on, and they explained to me that it doesn't have to be connected to the iTovi Bluetooth. As long as it's connected to a Bluetooth, you're good. So let me show you, and then I'll explain the health wheel too, because I have a lot of people, that's something that I was kind of questioning as well. And I've kind of figured it out myself by just kind of reading and speaking with customer service and, just reading basically. So first, let's turn on the iTovi and I'll show you. Okay. So you've got your phone and you've got your iTovi. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to turn it on. You also want to make sure it's charged, obviously. Okay, so it's on, and then you want to go to your iTovi app. Okay, and you can see the battery level is full. There's 3 areas. If one's gone, then it's 2/3 full, so on and so forth. You can do test connection, and it'll show device. You see that? Device connected. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a blue square, it has a check mark. It says device connected. So right then and there, it's going to work. It's got full battery, or it's got some battery, and it's connecting. All right, because it says it's connected because it's connected to a Bluetooth. That's the important thing. You do not have to be paired with the iTovi Bluetooth. So don't think that something's wrong if you're not, because that's what I did. And luckily I figured it out. Otherwise I wouldn't have an iTovi, because I would have, been mad, and that wouldn't I wouldn't have listened to anybody. So anyways, and then you do your scan. And I always lean it up against something when I'm scanning people, and Cy Tidwell comes up and he's walking and he explains what's going on during the scan. So it's kind of nice. And then also, if you go to iTovi's website, I have a folder for my business. I've got this big folder, and it's got all kinds of important stuff for my business. I have clear sheet protectors, and I printed out what is iTovi, and on the back I printed out important things to know. Important things, and you should read this. You should read this, and you should understand, memorize, because you don't want people thinking the wrong things. Some people think, oh well, it's telling me what my body needs. No, that's absolutely not what it does. It does not tell you what your body needs or what your body wants. It tells you what your body responded to the strongest. Another thing that people think is that it can show like mineral deficiency or what your body's deficient in. Not at all. That's so non-compliant, and you don't want to be non-compliant. So again, when they're doing the scan, it kind of tells you briefly what's going on. And that's something you can remember too, to more easily tell your clients. Okay, so let's go into one more thing I wanted to show you. Let's go into my scan report, and I'll explain the health triad. They call it the wheel. So you go into the app, and you click on, we'll just go into me. So you click on the little people that are in the right-hand corner, and I'm just going to go into my scan because I don't want to go into anybody else's. That's not very nice. Invading people's privacy. Okay, so I'm going to go into my latest scan, which is on November 8th, and you've got 3 areas. You've got the report. You could choose 3, 5, 7, or 10. I always choose 10 because you get best bang for your buck. All right, so it's going to show 10 items. On emotions, it's got the health triad, also known as wheel. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. So this is the wheel. I also had somebody say, oh, well, is the goal to have those to be all like 0? Absolutely not. You'd be dead. So it looks like when I had my scan, I had most of the responses on joy in my emotions. So that's saying that that's where I responded to the most. Not to say that I'm lacking it, because that's another thing people think is like, oh, well, anger. I'm not angry. Well, it's not what it means. Like you can like, let's tap on joy. You tap on joy, and then down here, you can tap on learn more about joy, and it tells you a definition. Feelings of, I can't read backwards, delight, elation, and contentment. Okay, and then that's what joy is. And those are the oils that the product scanned. The scanned product. Sorry, I read it backwards. All right, so those are the oils that promote joy. All right, so then you'll go over to your body systems, which is the one all the way over to the right. And you can see that my skin and my hair, which makes sense for me because my hair does, I need to make myself a new serum. It's really dry. And my skin is very sensitive. So it looks like that's where my skin and my hair will be responding the most in that department. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please ask them, and make sure to please subscribe and hit that like button. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.